Hey friends, it's Laura. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be giving my vision board a fresh new look and a makeover for the new year. This video was actually recorded a couple of years ago when I was in school and so busy and didn't have time to edit and share it. So I'm really excited to share it now. So as you can see, I started off with a really busy vision board, and this is a cork board that I had already customized. You can see that I added gold glitter ribbon around all of the edges. It used to have wood trim and now it has that gold glitter trim. And then I had also painted the background of it light pink in prior years. And it was just a look that I was tired of. I had had that same look on the vision board for a few years with that gold and pink. I just wanted it to be fresh and new, the whole thing. I didn't like the pink anymore. So I am taking everything off of the vision board and I'm going to start fresh here, and I'm going to paint the background, the cork part. I'm going to paint it white. Now, if you want to paint your cork board, I will warn you, the first time you do it, it eats paint. When I originally painted the background pink, I had to do so many layers to actually get it to be pink. So it does take quite a few layers of paint, but since I've already painted this before, painting over it in the white went a lot easier and a lot quicker. So this only took 2 coats of white acrylic paint, and I have a fresh new look for my vision board, which I'm really excited for. And you could probably tell I did not do the cleanest, slowest, most precise job with painting. I got a lot of that white paint onto the gold glitter ribbon on the border. That's okay. I'm just gonna try to cover it up with some of these trim pieces that I have. These are a couple of trim pieces that were already on the vision board before, and I love them so much I'm just gonna use them again. And I made both of them. The first one was just made using gold glitter cardstock and cutting out a bunch of stars, and you can actually see on the back of the stars there I had traced them and cut them out by hand. So you definitely don't need anything fancy. You can totally DIY that yourself. And I love the garland that creates with the gold star garland. And then I also had one made out of pom-pom trim, and it's just a pom-pom trim that I attached a tassel to the end of. So I work on attaching those to the top and side of my cork board, and I love that. To me, it's just more festive and fun and looks kind of like a party. So I love a fun look for my vision board. And now I'm working on trimming out my photos. I had gone onto Pinterest and printed off photos. You can see I printed off a few different sizes of each photograph, and I end up going with the larger print that I did because, as it turns out, my vision board is quite large, and the photos, when I printed them a little bit smaller, they were just way too small. So I love to go on Pinterest after I determine my goals for the year and my direction for the year and the things I want for that year. And I find pictures that emulate that vibe or have a component of my goal represented in the photograph. And then I print off all my pictures from Pinterest. And now I am going through this folder I have of different magazine cutouts that I've saved throughout the years. So here are the new photos that you could see are going down onto the page, and I've got some different quotes here and some different small art prints with different quotes on them that I'm also trying out. And right now I'm just trying to get the layout to be something that I enjoy and I like. And yeah, really loving this vibe. I think this was my vision board for 2016, maybe 2017. I don't know. I'm sharing this video in 2023, so this was quite a while ago. No, I guess it would have been later than that. Maybe like 2017 or 2018. Maybe 2018, I think. Yeah, so anyway, this vision board is from a few years ago. There are definitely some things on it that I wouldn't have on there anymore, but it did very much represent what I wanted during that particular year. So I've got a lot of travel photos on there, and I've got a few pictures of like tiny spaces, like converted RVs. I was going through minimalism at the time and majorly downsizing my possessions. And one of the things that I loved about that was this vision of, if I wanted to live in a tiny house, could I? Could I downsize my craft supplies enough to fit in one? So I've got a few pictures of spaces like that, really organized spaces. And then I also had quite a few photos of people doing the splits. Actually, I think it's all the same girl who at the time I had followed online. That's a great example of photos I no longer would include on a vision board today, because I think it promotes a certain ideal body image type, and I don't think that's necessarily healthy. So my particular goal for that year was actually to be able to do the splits, which is not a bad goal to have. I wouldn't say it was particularly meaningful for me either. So in that regard, it probably wasn't the best photos to have on a vision board anyway. But these are all things you don't know until the year is over and you're like, oh, I didn't actually work on my splits because it turns out it wasn't that important to me. But I do have some other photos there of some cute outfits, and I loved that idea of just, getting dressed every day and being styled. And obviously that was pre-pandemic, so yeah, that kind of went out the window in future years. But here's what the finished vision board looks like. And even though there's things on it that I would no longer put on a vision board today, I love that. I love that this represents a particular year and a particular season of life for me and what I thought about happiness at that time. It's so fun to look back and see how those things have shifted and how some of them have actually come to fruition. Like, I have a lot of houseplants nowadays, and one of the pictures on this vision board had some houseplants in it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me make over my vision board for the new year, and I hope you're feeling inspired to make your own vision board if you have not already. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more creative projects, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!